to report that the doctor is in. We're so excited. First time in Telford with Monopoly events, and we have pulled out all the stops. I know this is going to be an amazing, memorable panel. If you're here for the first time, I'm going to ask a few questions and fangirl, if you don't mind. Then we're going to ask you to go to the standing microphone, and you guys, we're going to get very interactive with this Q&A. But Telford, for your Doctor Who panel, are you ready? No, Telford, we can do better than that. Are you ready? Please welcome to the stage, Mandip Gill and Jodie Whittaker. What a reception! Keep it going, Telford. My goodness, the energy in the room. Give it up one more time for Mandip and Jodie. We're so honored that you would be here. First time in Telford, and we're so thrilled that you ladies could join us. First of all, how has Comic-Con been treating you ladies so far?
Lovely. You've all been so nice to us. No one's been mean.
Yay.
Apart from Mandip.
Now, what is it like when you guys get together? You're reunited. Is it just a giggle fest with you two? Because I'm thinking it is.
I mean, it is, but we talk all the time. I saw last weekend. And we've WhatsApped every day since. Yeah, so it's still a giggle fest, but I don't know why.
We love that so much. Well, I'm just going to get right to it because we were just talking with Alyssa Milano about strong females in film and TV. And the 13th Doctor, the first ever female Doctor, where are the ladies at? What an amazing, iconic move for Doctor Who. What was it like, Jodie, when you were cast?
It was incredible because, as a kid from the 80s, and I didn't necessarily see my career going in that direction, and I was so blown away and excited by it. But I think also there's so much noise around it as well. And so when we started filming, I was feeling, when the first episode was about to come out, I was feeling the pressure. So I thought for every other actor who's played the Doctor, they've represented themselves, and it was an all individual chat about them. But suddenly it was if you didn't like my Doctor, that meant it was all women. I represented everyone suddenly, and I was like, oh my God. But, I'm still here.
We're so glad that you are. An amazing portrayal. Now, Mandip, I know that you've done theater, you've done Hollyoaks as well, big fan, but you made your West End debut in 2022. Yes. These sisters are doing it for themselves, that's for sure. What do you love about the theater as opposed to working in TV and film?
I love that when you go on, you're acting the whole time. With TV, you could start and a minute later we stop for the scene stop, there's a technical error. But with theatre, once you go on, you're acting the whole time. I mean, you obviously come off and stuff. And when I go to theatre, I always look at other actors that are not talking. I'm like, what are they doing in the back? And so for me, I was always very conscious that I was like, someone might still be watching, and you're still part of the scene whether you're speaking or not. And I think I really enjoyed just doing that for 2 hours every night, and also getting an instant reaction, because it was I won't give it away, but it was a show that was scary. It was not just my face. So you got an instant reaction, and I think I really, really liked that.
We have to ask you what you're watching right now, because you can see we have so many different genres like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Stranger Things, current shows as well. What are you ladies enjoying right now in terms of film and television?
I'm so behind, but I watched something we decided to tell everyone, and they're like, nah, I think you're very late. I was like, guys, you haven't seen Slow Horses. I really think you should get with the programme. And I just caned the first season of that and thought it was amazing. And I'm also watching Poker Face. I love it. I know I'm a bit behind with that as well, but oh my gosh, she is phenomenal, and I love that show.
Yeah. Yes. What are you watching?
Well, I've got a very eclectic taste, so we're going for documentaries about murderers, and then Eric, which I think is absolutely brilliant.
With Benedict Cumberbatch, yes.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think the monster is fantastic. It's like a real person. But then we're going to go back to reality TV
on some of the, like Channel 4, BBC.
Yeah. She loves her 24 hours in.
Police Custody, there was a new one out and I've already seen it.
So nice to chat to me about it. No,
Not her thing.
Lost her audience there.
I like to like really mix it up, because with a documentary you can't have an opinion on how someone was murdered. But with a TV show I can be like, didn't like that ending, didn't like that.
That is an eclectic taste. I like that. You're all over it. I love that. So obviously we're all fans of something. That's what we say here at Monopoly. We're all for the fans, by the fans. What are you gals fans of? Whether it be a certain genre, we've got Marvel, DC, obviously Doctor Who is more sci-fi. What were you fans of growing up?
Oh, I know. So because the influences for me as a kid that made me want to be an actor, I've said it a million times, but Goonies was massive, and it has stood the test of time. And also, I don't know, there's all those big, there was so many films I felt as a kid that had this beautiful narratives about friendship and escapism, and you know, whether they were, you know, kind of in a naturalistic setting or if it was heightened, whether it be like Labyrinth, something like that. There was just always that sense of someone who probably had a deep sense of loneliness, but finding themselves within a group that they can connect to, and I absolutely adore that, and that has then been my kind of like narrative throughout life, to just make sure I collect people that I absolutely love and want to be around all the time. Mandy.
You just gotta channel your inner Goonie.
Yeah, I know. You Goonie. She won't have even seen it.
I have seen it, but my experience was very different. So we grew up watching lots of like British television, like the soaps and all that kind of stuff. We had a video shop, but it was lots of dramas, and I was also watching a lot of things that I shouldn't have done, having older siblings, quite young. And now I'm like, I remember the case, the video case, but I can't actually remember what the film's about. But I should really like watch them as an adult. But I'm like, oh, I've seen that when I was 5. I'm like, I don't think you did. I was like, I did, because my sister's really big and I watched all those scary things. But as I've entered the world of sci-fi, I've become more open to watching sci-fi and Marvel, DC, which are not weren't genres that I actually really watched. Like, you know, I don't like really loud noises, which don't help in a lot of Marvel and DC films. I'm like, a bit loud.
Well, we're talking to 2 very strong females on screen, but I have to ask you ladies, what females inspire you, whether it's in your real life or it's on screen?
Do you know, that's really easy, and I'm going to absolutely mortify her. My mum's over there.
Oh, yay! Hi, Mom! Round of applause for Mom!
She will kill me. That's me not getting a birthday message on Monday. Yeah, so that's the easiest one in the world. Absolute hero.
I love that.
Heroine.
At least you were listening. This isn't copying her, but I've got 5 sisters and my mum, so I was brought up with very, very strong females. So it has to be them. Like, they're the first people that, you know, they're my first experience of women and how we basically just rule the roost. That's just a given.
Who run the world? Girls. Thank you. Last question for me, then we're going to go to the fans. If you guys want to line up at that microphone, I know there's so many of you that have had great questions all day long. Let's all be polite. There we go. Before we get to the fan questions, we've been talking all day about being starstruck and being at Comic-Con and meeting our idols. Who have you ever been starstruck for? Whether it's on a set or perhaps at a Comic-Con, have you met someone, or would you like to meet someone?
I've embarrassed myself loads of times.
Yeah? Oh, I love it.
I've done it, and it's been on telly. When World Champion Johnny Buckley from Goldplay walked into my rehearsal,
I saw
and
this.
I didn't know they were going to be there. That was so cool.
Huge cold yeah, I saw that.
And then I met Sean Astin at Comic-Con. I played it even cooler then. So yes, I think I spend my entire day fangirling over something or someone.
We love to hear that as fans ourselves. Madam, who struck your fancy?
No one. No, joking. I've met really, really cool people, but for some reason I don't go, oh my god, it's that person, which then makes me look like I don't know who they are or don't care. I absolutely care. It's just that reaction don't come out. I think I want them. Oh, we met David Tennant the other day, and I think he's proper cool. No, never met him, but you wouldn't know I was excited because I was so cool about it. Well, he wouldn't know I gave it either. Maybe I need to work on that reaction.
It's an acting challenge for you to be uncool. We could go there. We've got a lovely lady here with a question on the right.
Hi. First I just want to say, Jodie, you stole my dream of being the first female Doctor, I will say. I was raised with Doctor Who and always wanted to be in that TARDIS. But for both of you, if you could go back into the TARDIS with any of the TARDIS teams, who do you think you would pick?
Ooh.
Go.
I'd say Rose. I would have loved to, you know, like, because obviously for us we've had experiences of now meeting people and being a part of the extended Doctor Who family, because when you're in it, you only know the people you're in it with.
Mm-hmm.
But because this is such a lovely family to be a part of, and there's like a couple of people you then bump into, and I thought, oh, I'd have loved to have filmed with Billy.
Yeah. Well, I met Alex the other day. I know it's not companionist like that, but we had such a laugh.
Oh, she was hilarious.
And we just had such a laugh. It's like long days, but I'm sure she'd be a hoot. Thank you.
I love Phoebe as well, but my favourite is unfortunately David Tennant, but
Unfortunate.
Who?
Oh, sorry, David.
so I feel a bit cheated we didn't get to see David in your outfit. Do you know why he didn't regenerate in your outfit? Because it could have been that...
Oh, no, I don't know, and I've been asked before and I don't know, and
Could have
maybe
been
it's
that
something
he
I
just-
should have.
yeah, and we see him in your outfit, and then of course we saw the new Christmas specials, and of course he's
Do you think
changed because there's been time. I didn't know if it was...
Maybe no one could wear it as well.
I was just going to say, maybe it didn't fit him.
That sounds about right.
Good point. It's like the new Doctor never fits the old clothes. I don't know, maybe it was still too close to COVID for...
It was too spacey, I think, for it. Falling down.
They've got suspenders on.
Can't top perfection is what they're trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know, and like, this is interesting because I think sometimes with the writing, we sometimes get asked questions about it, and we're like, oh, we didn't write it. But, so I don't know, and I didn't ask at the time. But if I ever get told, I'll say it publicly so everyone knows.
Yeah, I might ask David next time I'm tracking.
Yeah, you ask him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
You got this, girl.
Hi, I'm Amy. And so last week you two were both at Fan Expo Dallas, and you had a panel with the wonderful Alex Kingston. And I was wondering if you could tell us what Alex Kingston whispered in your ear.
Shaniqua. That's what she didn't whisper by my ear. I'm not telling you. But it was an incredible moment. And I have to say, it was such a brilliant panel because, I mean, I didn't know I was going to walk away with key pieces of information. But I did. No spoilers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hello.
So 7, 8 years ago when you were both cast, if it had been the other way round, Mandy, what kind of Doctor would you have liked to play?
Oh my God.
And
Well,
Jodie, what kind of companion would you have liked
My
to
Doctor would sit down a lot. It would just be chill. Like the companions would do all the stuff for her. And she'd be like, yeah, I'll come along. That's what. Yeah, just chilled.
You just send us
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's something buzzing over there. We might need to visit it.
I would have been someone who'd have really struggled with taking direction. I've got control issues. I think I'd have been kicked out the TARDIS straight away. I definitely. Oh, I'd have been an awful companion.
I feel like you would have touched loads of stuff.
I'd have definitely
Too
like,
much.
especially if it says like don't touch it. Yeah, but I have to now.
I want to know everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I think it's buzzing. We might go there. I'd be like, why?
Job's worth.
That probably worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out. It was better.
Perfect casting.
Thanks guys.
Great question, thank you. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, am I okay to record this?
That's okay.
Okay. I know during COVID, like, I didn't watch Doctor Who until the last minute because I don't know, I wasn't with all the hate comments that people were saying at the time. I didn't know if I'm sorry, I'm speechless about this. It's just when I saw your run of Doctor Who, I was upset with all the hate comments that you guys were getting.
It was all me.
It wasn't you. It was all the most of the fans at first. Most fans were horrible.
No, do you know what? It's a noisy few. That's what you'll find in life. It's always a noisy few. You seem to be loud, love the sound of their own voice, but you're a beautiful fandom. And we, since leaving the show, have had these wonderful experiences of coming out and meeting you all. And you know what? I think there's more love than hate.
Can I tell you? I say your run of the show was the best you had. Sorry, when you had your run of the show, I'm guessing you made it the best you can have it.
Loved it. We had the best time, didn't we, babe? It was fantastic.
Shame Dan can't be here, all the others, but at least we got the Doctor and Yaz.
Yeah, the best two.
Yes, thank you so
The
much.
best duo.
Thank you.
Since Clara.
Thank you.
Well, Clara built everyone else. Everyone's the same.
Thank you so much. I will agree that Doctor Who fans are some of the most loyal in the entire world. You guys are amazing. We see all the cosplay every single Comic-Con. It's just an amazing universe. So you guys should give yourselves a round of applause for the passion that you have for Doctor Who. It's amazing. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Liberty. In either of the Daleks, we found out that Yaz had feelings for the Doctor, and it was such a big moment. Such a big moment for the queer community, and I wanted to know what it was like when you first knew that was going to happen.
I'm going to speak first because you look like negative Nelly down there. No. And we were delighted because actually for us two, we just kind of clicked and loved each other straight away, and there's never been the acting of chemistry. There's never been like kind of that forced friendship or anything like that. So the progression of that storyline was so beautiful, and particularly because we started it side by side and we ended it side by side, and that's what I think was so amazing, because it's heartbreaking to leave anything, but knowing obviously story wise there's a beat, but for us those last scenes on top of the TARDIS were, moments before we shot that very last thing, all in a room together, and it was just really beautiful. And I think it sums up, it was like a slightly method version of the fact that we were heartbroken to be separated as well as those two characters.
And also, I think as well, a lot of it, I didn't realise till I watched it back that there were those feelings were sort of seed planted throughout the years. I feel like it might have come on quite quickly, but actually if you go back and look at it, it's sort of there through the journey, so it's nicer to watch than it being a big revelation or know it was happening at the time.
Okay, question.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Shani. Out of all the Doctor Who villains, which one are you most scared of and why? For both of you.
I'm going to say
the Master.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've changed my answer if you've ever heard another one. I'm not scared of any of those. I would say the Master because actually, Sasha, the Master, really keeps you on your toes. Especially when he changed from O to the Master. Actually, and he's there when you're acting, so you never know what he's going to do. And Sasha, as an actor, he always gives you different versions, so it can be quite scary. He could be smiling when he's not supposed to. It's quite sinister and interesting.
I was scared of the kid with the gas mask. It scared me so much as a kid.
Do you know mine's Weeping Angel? No.
Don't
Oh no, it's just the idea, and also when we filmed with them, there's lots of actors in them, but then there's also, a room full of models that the art department have made, and I mean the difference between them is minimal. So you would suddenly forget and just be chatting away, thinking you're next to a statue, and then they'd scratch your face. You're like, and do you remember one of the art department didn't realise it kind of slightly leaned, and she was like, "Right. Oh my God, I'm so sorry." but it's the detail in the makeup. That's the thing. A lot of the time we're not that scared because we're trying to be scared of a tennis ball. So when they're actually there, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Question. Great cosplay as well. Hey there.
Come on up.
Hello, Jodie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And I'm your favourite doctor. What's your favourite doctor, Jodie?
Who's my favourite doctor? Joe Martin.
She was a fugitive.
I love a fugitive.
She was the fugitive doctor, wasn't she?
Yes. And I loved her costume. And when that reveal and everything, I thought the fact that none of you knew about it. There was no spoilers there. That was amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Great question, of course. Come on up. You can move the microphone down if it's easier for you, darling.
What's your favourite episode?
To have filmed, to be in. Yeah, go on. Mine is Demons of the Punjab, because it was really nice to film something that related to my background, my personal background. I thought it was shot beautifully, the story was brilliant. So I just have like a personal connection with that episode. I loved my very first one, because it meant I met you guys. And I loved the transition through, being, like we were chatting earlier, I was in Peter's costume, and there was just the whole episode building towards finding yourself, and as an opening as an actor into a character, that was just so amazing for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Great questions, guys. Well, you might recognize this gentleman.
That is so low. There we go. My name's Artemis.
Great name.
Thank you, I chose it myself.
Great.
I have loved you since St. Trinian, so I'm probably showing my age slightly.
Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly, we love Beverly. And Manif, I was introduced to you in Doctor Who, so I'm looking forward to any of your future stuff. I was wondering if in the future you're called back to play your characters again, and it's a crossover with all the Doctors, which couple of Doctors would you choose, and which kind of companions would you choose for that episode?
Ooh, because I was really lucky. Obviously, I've had a moment where there were quite a few popped up for me. But I would love, because I've worked with him before and I absolutely adore him, I would love to work with Chris Eccleston again. I adore him. And Antigone was such a special time, and little did I know, I was just going to copy him. I would love to work with Karen Gillans and Millie's.
Yeah.
I think that would be really exciting. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of Millie's work so far, and I always thought she was a brilliant actress. I've seen her in Coronation Street and thought she was absolutely fantastic. So I think that mix would be nice.
I haven't seen the latest episode yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing who she is. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hello, UK.
Hey.
I have two questions, if that's okay. What's your favourite episode to watch? And if you could go back and redo someone else's stories, which one would you choose?
Ooh. I don't know I'm terrible with titles, so I'm really sorry if I won't know the name of the episode. But I was very jealous. I think this answers the same question. I cannot believe I wasn't in an episode with a Spice Girls song. And I can't believe obviously it wasn't the Doctor doing it, but just the whole choreography of that scene, I am just infinitely jealous of. I will be jealous forever. I want to do a little dance medley to spice up your life.
You could do it now.
I could do it now. We could sing.
I put you to work right now. I mean, just between us.
I'll do it now. You sing it. I think when I watch it back, this is from our series, so I love watching Rosa Parks back.
Same here,
Yeah, I don't know, I just love, I think it's just a brilliant episode. I think Vanette was phenomenal, and it just looks great. Yeah, full stop.
Which episode would you, if you could go back and change, obviously, your Doctor into another Doctor story, which one would you choose?
I answered that.
I don't
have
it. It's too much pressure.
Would you...
I think I'd ruin all of them. I was where I was supposed to be.
Would you do any of the shooties?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I met him in January and them still while they were filming as well. I did.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
yet to meet him. No.
Yeah, he is a very lovely bloke. He is. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a good day, you two.
You too. Thank you.
Wonderful questions so far, guys. Hello, good sir.
So Jodie, in your last episode, all the doctors came back. What was your favourite doctor to work with?
You can't ask me that. I was looking him in the eye. Oh, I don't have a favourite, but there is just something so magical and nostalgic about Sylvester. And I'd already met him and he was so lovely, but it was just, yeah, I think that was a reason, but I can't say there's a favourite, but I did think that was just, I mean, there's just, from his costume, his performance, and the fact that when you meet him and you just feel as if you're in the presence of the Doctor continually, I think that was really special.
Jodie, if you were to play a role in Doctor Who other than the Doctor, what would it be?
Ooh. Do you know what I'd love to be? Never said this. I'd love to be a little pating, just causing havoc, rattling around, chewing on stuff. I would love her to be pating, then I could give her a good kick when she's been done. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, that's what the patinger do, break it straight away. There you go. You might need to bend down. Madonna makes it look so easy, right? With these microphones. Just put down. Bob down. Bob down. There you go. We can hear you. It's got the giggles. The phenomenal one's going to help you. There we go.
I have two questions, is that all right? I have one. Out of all your time following your run of Doctor Who, what would be your favourite? What was your most favourite part about filming?
Right, when you're on set, you film it for a really long time. So a lot of jobs, a long job is usually about 5 months. This is 9-10 months filming, and in COVID it was a year we filmed for. Now that is a lot of time for a lot of pranks and a lot of banter. And I think what is an absolute joy is that the family isn't just us guys as the fam. The fam extends to the crew, to the guest artists that are coming in. And it is just a joy every day to sit on set and play a prank on someone. But it's just really wonderful. There's so much love, isn't there? And there's so much laughter that you can find in between. Like, it's like Mandy was saying, if you're in a play, you go on stage and then you're in it in the moment the whole way through. But with filming, there's so many breaks. You've got to fill those breaks with laughter. And we were very good at that.
Yeah, thanks to Brad. He kept us entertained, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was like having a front row ticket to a comedy show every day. I loved it.
Yeah, and if you were to have anything from Doctor Who and have it work as intended in the show, what would it be?
Oh, psychic paper. I try and blag things all the time and it always backfires. If I just had like some kind of bit of proof that I was trying to blag something, that would be my favourite thing.
I think that's a very good question. I would have the custard cream machine.
The pedal.
The good old pedal.
Don't stay anywhere, just attached to you.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much.
I can work it. I've got two questions as well, if that's all right. The first one is more about what you didn't get the chance to do during your time on the show. So if there's anything that you would have liked to do but hadn't done, so like meet a villain or a character or a monster or go to a planet that you didn't have the chance to, what would it be?
I would say my thing is less to do with the kind of the universe of it all, but in our last season we were shooting during COVID, and it meant a lot of our storylines were separate because obviously there was a lot of caretaking
to make sure all the departments were safe and that it was a safe working environment. But what that did mean was that very often, you know, I kept being on my own, or things like storylines we were kept kind of a bit apart, weren't we? And I think for me, my only, you know, it's small fry compared to what happened to the world, of course, but in our COVID experience, we were so lucky to work, but one of the things that happened was that we were all very separated, and if we could do it again, it would be to film with no restrictions in your final season. So when you really saw those beautiful other humans, you could give them a hug and tell them how much you loved them. But you know, we're luckily back in that situation, but it was a long time without it.
I think mine would be to maybe, like, if when we were visiting certain eras, like in the past or present, that we dressed up more, like changed our costumes, because a lot of the times we went and we stayed in the same costumes. I think it just would have been nicer as an actor, just more fun to change it up, because when we did wear certain costumes for certain eras, I really liked that.
So
and it also makes it very definitive.
Yeah, reflect the time period.
Yeah, for sure, I'd like that.
Yeah. My second question is more outside of Doctor Who, but is there any franchise or genre that you would like to go into in terms of acting in the future?
All of them. I would. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, you never want to, I don't know, there's too many great ones. There's too many ones that are bursting up that you don't even know about. You know, like there'll be a whole new genre invented in another, because there'll be another TV show that you go, oh, where do we place that? Well, it's its own thing. So I think it'd be too limiting to say, but I think I can speak for both of us when I say that we'd like to do it all.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Hi there.
Other than yourself, what Doctor do you think you'd relate to the most?
I don't know. I don't know if I can answer it, because I feel as if you're kind of gifted all of this history. Like in Chris's writing, he's such a Whovian. So like every part of my Doctor, as individual and as me as it was also peppered with so many elements of other people. I think the main thing for me was that I was so familiar with David's Doctor that I don't think you can help but be influenced by that, and I adored his energy. So I think that I probably, I feel as if like his energy and I'm quite, like I've probably nicked that. Unintentionally, or maybe intentionally. But yeah, I think that.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hiya.
Here I am, the one behind the 50th guest meeting, as you know. So glad to reach that milestone. But anyway, as for you two, what was it like working with the likes of Janet Fielding, Sophie Aldred, Bradley Walsh, etc., etc.?
Oh, it was wicked. We're so lucky we got to meet so many people that weren't in our time, like the ones that you've just mentioned. And also they come with a whole history of the show. They come and some of the crew remember and work together. So it's always so exciting when they're having their chats and you realise, actually this has been going on well before we've got here and will go on for years and years after. And just the stories that they would reminisce about. And also just seeing these characters like Ace and stuff. I got some lovely scenes with Ace. Her dressed in like a leather jacket and
I know when she turned up in a costume and she brought it from home, I was like, oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice to work with people that you weren't working with every day, and then working with people like Brad and John who are just so funny. It's almost,
even though he hosts the Chase and all.
So funny, but it's almost like it's really difficult to call it work because it's not. You're not working.
So we were just really lucky we were blessed with everyone we got.
Also, what was it like passing the torch to David Tennant a second time?
It was a big surprise when that name popped up on my phone screen.
But initially it was going to be Shooty Gatwa first.
Well, I think Russell maybe always intended for that moment. Was that not?
Oh yeah, for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, so I think, when Russell said, oh, just so you know, the next Doctor's going to renew, is that okay?
Bring back a fan favourite.
And then,
his name came up on my phone. There was a lot of beep. What the beep? But yeah, very excited. Full circle.
Oh no. As for you, Jodie, happy birthday for this Monday coming.
Sorry, thanks. It's my 21st.
Only 21.
Anyway, Alonzi.
Thank you so much. Guys, we only have time for a few more questions, so we're going to limit it to just one question each, if you don't mind. Thank you so much.
Hiya, so I've got one question. So, if you were in a Marvel and DC film, what would it be?
If you're in a Marvel or DC film?
Yeah, what would it be?
Oh, I'd have liked to have gone Avengers Assemble. Or hold my hand out and catch a hammer.
Yeah.
It's been done. You nicked my part. I'd have liked to have come through one of the circle. Oh,
Yeah.
spoiler. We've all seen it.
I would like to just do some more running in any of those. I've got quite good at that.
Oh, she loved it. She was like, does anyone want to watch my hero run? God. Any character that runs a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So obviously Sasha was in Power of the Doctor and he was the Doctor for a little while. Would either of you fancy playing the Master in the future?
Oh no. See, when I had my, well he's smashed it, Annie, but when I had my initial chat with Chris Chibnall, and I didn't realise he was going to talk to me about audition for the Doctor, I was like, oh, can I play Paddy? And I was like, oh, I'd be really good at the Master. I was like listing all these things that I thought I'd be really good at. So yeah, I would have, I mean, he had some amazing scenes, didn't he? It's a dream role. Like, would be amazing to get that. But I think I would also copy a lot of what Sasha's done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I was just wondering, what was your opinion on the Master dancing to Rasputin in that one?
Just wow. Wow. I mean, his thighs must have killed afterwards because he proper did it. But I wasn't expecting it. I'm not very good at reading stage direction, so it could have been in the script that he was going to do it. But to me, I was like, I'm sorry, what? And I was like, trapped in. I was blown away. And you do a lot of takes from a lot of angles, and that guy is 100% committed, and it was amazing. And also, well, I mean, we had an earworm for like about 3 weeks afterwards because it was just playing so much, but I never got bored of it. There were a lot, when he'd done the scenes, there were a lot of people on set talking about it, so I wasn't there, so then I have to wait to watch it with you guys. But like, everyone was saying how amazing it was, which I am a big fan of Sasha's work, so I knew it was going to be brilliant, but not that good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. This cosplay.
If you could travel to anywhere in time and space, where would you go?
Do you know what? Oh, go on. No, I don't have an answer. I do. I'd like to go to, I've said it before that I'd like to go to Neptune, but in time I would like to say I'd like to go to Neptune in a few decades, just to check on whether we're taking any advice that we need to be taking and looking after this beautiful planet. Because we'd have a very good perspective back from Neptune, looking back and going, oh, we're heading in the right direction, humans. Are we doing all we can? So yes, I think I'd like to do that. I would like to go on there with her. And come back and report. Need a coat, it won't really cold.
Great question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
First things first, happy birthday for Monday.
Thank you.
Now, I was going to ask you a question, but on the way up, after talking about the Spice Girls, I really want to see this, so here we go. When you're feeling sad and low, and you've got no place to go, come to the world, spice up your life, every boy and every girl, spice up your life, bring it to the world. Shake it to the left if you're having a good time, shake it to the right. Thank you.
If I'd have had my own CGI and I pinged up in all different places.
I love that.
I just had the chair.
Voice of an angel. Thank you, sir.
By the way, my top 3 daughters of all time.
Yeah.
And assistants.
Oh, yay! Not forgetting me.
Thank you. I have to say, this is perfect timing because we can't get to all the questions, but I was waiting for this beautiful cosplayer. Round of applause. And she'll be our final question. You look amazing.
So as a cosplayer, I love costumes, and you two both got to wear some brilliant costumes on your time. What are your favourite costumes that you got to wear?
I loved. I was quite loud. I think I thought I was doing karaoke then. Yeah, I'm still singing it. I might sing my answer. I really loved my prison onesie. Oh, I loved it, and all the numbers down the side. It coded special dates to do with me personally. So every single thing is an important date to me. And so I love that Ray, the costume designer, lets you have that kind of input. You know, and it was obviously within the kind of themes and, you know, the graphics and everything, but it was all, every single thing is an important moment for me.
So my birthday.
Yeah.
Mandip's phone number on the side.
Yeah.
I think mine was a period costume with the little waistcoat and the culottes and stuff. Super comfy, like the textures were great. And actually we didn't wear an awful lot of like costumes that was related to the era of the show. So I think that one for me really stands out. And the leather jackets.
Great question. You look amazing. Our cosplayers have done an amazing job. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get some final thoughts from you lovely ladies before we let you get back to the autograph area. If they weren't so darn popular, we could keep going, but you've got autographs and photos to do. So, ladies, any final words for your adoring fans in Telford?
Thank you so much for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Just, you know, we'll come wherever we're invited. We bloody love a day out. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're always welcome here at Monopoly Events. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your applause going for Magic Gill and Jodie Whittaker of Doctor Who. We love it. We're going to keep that song going in just a second. I just want to apologize for the, we have to be on a little time crunch to get everyone where they need to be. So if your question wasn't answered, I do apologize. But I got to be timekeeper. As they are so popular, we got to make sure they're in the autograph area, in the photo area. Now, coming up next on the main stage is going to be Ella Purnell in just